going around. We saw that the NBA suspended the season up on the TV, and we said, uh-oh. And next thing you know, we were all exiting Brooklyn the next day. At midcourt in their Adidas home whites are the Explorers and the Fordham Rams in their road burgundy. The tip is won by Fordham. We are underway from Tom Goal Arena. Great defense by Decorah. He is a factor right off the bat as they tried to find Chuba Ohams inside. Decorah broke it up.
Good play by Decorah to get LaSalle the possession right away, and now be interesting to see how Fordham plays. Lots of switching going on, and good rebound and stick back by Moore.
So they both go to their inside presence right off the bat, and Moore gets a rebound off his own miss and gets the Explorers on the board first. Day dribbles at the top of the key. Anwar Gill stays with him. The Explorers in the man-to-man. Ohams with a hand off to Quisenberry. Quisenberry drives, has it knocked away, but right to Day. Day drives. They leave Rose alone in the corner for three, and he misses on the weak side. Jack Clark skies for the rebound.
Good ball movement by Fordham, though, to wind up with that kind of shot. And again, the ball reversed sides of the floor and seemingly helped Fordham's offensive set.
Jameer Brickus is on the far side. One-on-one with Day, but he loses the handle. Gets it back, takes an elbow jumper. That won't go. Decorah tips the rebound to the top, where it's Jack Clark for a floater. That will not go, but the rebound is saved by Clark back in. Now then the Moore turnaround, elbow jumper up and in. Clifton Moore with 4 points.
Good start for Clifton Moore. And Day made a real good defensive play there, too. Sort of disrupted LaSalle's thrust to the basket. But they wind up with an extra possession.
Ohams trapped on the baseline. Now he gets it back. Good ball movement underneath, but Moore alters Ohams' shot, and Decorah gets the rebound.
Probably another shot fake by Ohams. Probably gets him an easy layup there. Just more patience. Moving a little bit slower is okay down there on the block.
Moore in the corner. Gill's going to drive. Has it swatted off of his upper thigh and out of bounds for a turnover.
It's interesting when guards go in there. You're going to get hands to try to stop that run to the rim, and you got to be overly protective of it, be stronger with the basketball, and anticipate that contact's coming.
The Explorers show some trapping pressure as Day gets across midcourt. He relinquishes it to Quisenberry.
LaSalle does use that 1-2-2 full three-quarter court pressure. It's not easy to compete against. Fordham's handled it fairly well so far.
Ohams one-on-one with Decorah. Shot off the rim won't go, and it's Anwar Gill with the rebound off the miss. Fordham scoreless. They get it underneath, but a nice breakup of the pass by Charlton. Second turnover for the Explorers. Quisenberry for three. Too short. Decorah gets the rebound off that miss. Fordham's misfired on their first 4 possessions.
Yeah, last possession for LaSalle. Anwar Gill probably needs to drive it to foul line extended. Try to see if he can't get the big posted up on the block right away and start your offense down at the baseline rather than 30 feet from the basket.
Cliff Moore has all 4 points, trying for 6th, and he draws the foul. And instead of getting the bucket, Kyle Rose gets whistled. Will send Cliff Moore to the free throw line.
It's a good start for Cliff Moore. LaSalle's going to go back to him if these same results are going to happen. They're going to try to make sure that Fordham knows that this is a difficult assignment to stop Cliff Moore today.
So Moore to the free throw line. He's 70%. But he almost misses everything there. Just barely draws iron. The Explorers just 67.7% as a squad.
Big foul shot here for Moore and his confidence level. We've seen him go on runs where he makes 8 or 10 in a row.
And he makes the second. So the Explorers lead at 5-0. Fordham scoreless in the first 3 minutes of action. Long cross-court pass. Quisenberry penetrates into traffic. Somehow finds his way through, keeps the pivot foot, and gets the Rams on the board.
Good patience, good poise by Quisenberry there. And good. It's a big basket for Fordham. They needed that.
Decorah to Moore. Moore will shoot the 3. Hasn't been very successful with it this year, but he'll try it here and come up empty. Rebound batted around and controlled by the Rams. Cliff Moore is now just 1 for 12 from beyond the arc, and then he commits a foul on the other end as Fordham tries to push it. Nope, Jack Clark gets whistled.
Day puts a lot of pressure on LaSalle's defense in transition. They like to get out and run off a miss. They think their transition offense is a very good one, and they can finish at the rim. Very good finishers, and good play by Day right there.
Abdo Tsimbila in the lineup, and a baseline three-pointer by Josh Cologne Navarro just into the lineup, and he is instant impact, ties this game up.
It's nice when there's guys coming off the bench see an opportunity and take advantage of it. Right there, big shot right there.
He's hit some shots against the Explorers in his career. Gill has his pass deflected and stolen. So the 5-0 lead is a thing of the past. Fordham going for its first lead. Day, a drive, and he's great deflection by Moore, and it has a breakout for Brickus. Brickus takes it himself, and the Explorers are back on top.
Yeah, Day tried to do just a little bit too much on that last play. Come to a jump stop, face the basket, let the defense collapse a little bit, and he probably would have been open himself.
So the Explorers reclaim the lead with 15:55 to play. Clifton Moore has been all over the stat sheet early on. 2 for 4 from the field, 5 points, and now a block shot and a steal. Baseline three, no good. Missed by Charlton. Gill, screen and roll set up with the Cora, but they stay on the perimeter instead. Moore looking for a baseline cutting. Clark, nothing there. They go over the top to the Cora. He catches, avoids, and throws down the dunk.
Good poise by Decora there. Nice pass as well from Brickus. Good move inside. And again, if LaSalle can find their way to get down to the baseline and get the ball down there, they're going to get some easy baskets.
6 points all year, but a big dunk there for the transfer from Rutgers. Cologne Navarro. Now to Day. Day, ooh, he kept his pivot foot. Now drives, hangs in the air, and a foul on the play and the bucket. Decora, the victim of a very athletic play by the Rams, and it'll be a potential three-point play when we come back for break. 14:53 to play. It's LaSalle 9, Fordham 7. This is...
Ready?
Yes, sir.
This winter,
Oh, snap!
there's something for everyone with the Disney Bundle.
Sounds pretty cool to me.
Get it, girl.
Unforgettable stories on Disney Plus. Fan favorites on Hulu.
Hasn't it been great?
And epic battles on ESPN Plus.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
Get more of what you love with the Disney Bundle for only $13.99 a month.
The ancient Greeks had 4 words for love. The most admirable is called agape, love as an action. For 175 years, New York Life has been helping people act on their love. So they can look back or look ahead and say, we got it right. We did good.
You are my fire, the one desire. You are. I want it that way.
It fits my budget. There's also peace of mind that comes with knowing I've got access to the strongest network of doctors and hospitals in the region. I know that I'll get the quality care I need. Independence is the right fit for me. It's no wonder they're the most popular health plan in the area. I know who I want for my healthcare coverage. Enroll today at IBX.com.
City View Pizza and Grill is conveniently located at 5608 North Broad Street. City View Pizza offers a wide variety of pizza and all your game day favorites, which include steaks, fresh salads, and homemade burgers. And don't forget to try out award-winning buffalo wings. Our phone number is 215-424-7437. City View Pizza is a proud sponsor of LaSalle Athletics.
Sports are back, and at LaSalle, they truly are something special. And boy, come game day, we take it to the next level. Fans are locked in, wearing their finest blue and gold. But it's only a real game day at LaSalle when you have done one more thing. break out the Hers. Dial up the crunch with Hers Pub Pretzels.
Welcome back to Tom Gola Arena. Cale Beers alongside head coach Fran Dunphy, or Coach Fran Dunphy, head coach of many places. Not currently, however. Head coach of this crew right now.
There you go.
As on the free throw line with a tremendously athletic play, he does not get the three-point play. It was Antonio Day. I can't believe he kept his pivot foot on the ball fake on the perimeter and then got the drive and the foul.
I think that speaks to his athleticism. It was an amazing shot that not too many people can make. It was a terrific play.
Mamadou Decore was called for the foul. Jake Brickus drives, now back out. Josh Nickelberry in the lineup for the first time. 8 on the shot clock. Deep three for him. He can hit that shot, but perhaps not that one.
Much more ball pressure by Fordham in that possession, and wound up with probably an ill-advised shot by Nickelberry on that play.
Long diagonal pass to Cameron Cunningham, who's in the game, and he misses his three-pointer from the baseline. Explorers leading 9-7, and there's a blocking foul called on Cologne Navarro. He tried to get the charge, but it wasn't quite squared around.
Sometimes Navarro was going to get that call because he had pretty good positioning there. Just obviously it's a snap decision by the official whether or not it's a block or a charge, but certainly great effort. He's going to hound whoever's got that basketball for LaSalle.
And now Khalil Brantley checks in the lineup, the 6'1" freshman from the Bronx, playing a team out of his backyard. Fordham campus located right across the street from the Bronx Zoo in the Botanical Gardens. Deep three by Gill, and it's in and out. The Explorers 0 for 3 from the arc. Rebound by the Rams. Cologne Navarro has Brantley in front of him. Quisenberry drives past Gill, but there's Moore with a blocked shot, and the Explorers get the possession after the block by Moore.
Real nice first step by Quisenberry to get to the rim. A terrific block by Moore.
Off the dribble, Brantley can't get it to go. And was Anwar Gill ruled to be, he might be injured. Anwar Gill looked like he tweaked himself when he got a rebound a couple of possessions ago, and now he is out of the game.
Yeah, he stepped the wrong way right there, and Brian O'Connell said, let's take a look at it. Stop the action. Terrific offensive rebound opportunity by Jack Clark there, making that, getting an extra possession for his team.
So Matt McFarland gets his first run of the night. McFarland, a late addition to the LaSalle roster at the end of summer. Did not play the first several games, making his 4th appearance. Clark goes baseline, loses the handle, but gets it back with 5 on the shot clock. Finds McFarland, double pump, and he draws the foul. So good patience there by Clark and Quisenberry.
It certainly was at the end. It was interesting. Brantley came off of that high ball screen and had McFarland wide open to his left, did not take a look there. And one of the things about asking young guards to always look at the rim, when you do, the whole floor sort of opens up for you. If your eyes are focused on one side of the floor, you're not going to see what's going on the other side. But I'm sure one of the coaches will make that point. If it's not today, it's going to be if it's not right away, it's going to be at halftime. And maybe look at a film clip that says, you know what, that opportunity was there against Fordham on the high ball screen. The screener dives, and the opposite forward coming up is wide open.
And McFarland comes up empty on his first 2 free throws of his collegiate career.
They look good, though. They look good, and he's going to be okay as he shoots them if he gets more playing time, as we probably will.
Here's Ohams. He drives to the rack and ties this game up at 9 apiece.
Terrific drive to the basket. Great poise on that play as well, and great finishing ability at the rim.
Jack Clark gets a breather. Jameer Brickus is back out there. Cliff Moore, Brickus, Khalil Brantley handling the ball. Josh Nickelberry's in the one corner.
There comes McFarland again.
And McFarland wide open for 3. Top of the key. Pow!
Just the same play we talked about. And again, at that point, Brantley sees him.
He is now 3 for 5 from beyond the arc in just 4 games. He came in at Temple when the Explorers were way behind in the last couple minutes and hit his three-pointer on his first touch. Now Ohams forces the issue over Clifton Moore. Makes
Again,
it
really
full.
good move inside by Ohans. He certainly has developed into a terrific basketball player and somebody who's so valuable to what Fordham wants to do on that court.
averaging 15 a game, just under that. Now wide up for three is Moore, and he can't get it to go. Now 1 for 13 from the arc this season. Fordham will let him shoot that all night long until he can prove otherwise. 12-11, LaSalle on top, under 12 minutes to play here in the first half from Tom Gola Arena in Philadelphia. Cologne Navarro. Alley-oop to O'Hobbs, throws it down, and Fordham has its first lead.
Some of that is you got to get good ball pressure on that pass too, so that's not so easy a pass to make. Obviously, Cliff Moore turned his head just for a second there, and O'Hobbs read that terrifically and had himself wide open for a dunk.
Brick is trapped on the baseline, finds McFarland. He feeds the high post. Moore sweeps with the basketball, pivots into a double team, keeps the pivot foot, finds Nickelborough with 2 on the shot clock. Off the dribble, at the buzzer, and can't get it to go. Good defense by the Rams.
O'Hobbs the other a couple of weeks ago had 22 rebounds in a game, which is just incredible. Unheard of in today's game.
Averaging a double-double. 11.5 boards a game. O'Hobbs. A drive and a kick to the corner. Now trapped underneath. O'Hobbs finds his way to the bucket, and all of a sudden everybody left him, and he scores.
Early in that possession, too, O'Hobbs had the ball down on the block, kicked it out. It's a tremendous opportunity right there to then go repost and have those guards make sure that they're seeing you again.
Brantley, a step-back jumper. And
a tough shot, but a good shot by Brantley right there. Not an easy shot to make.
O'Hobbs has 8 of Fordham's 15 points. Brantley ends a 6-0 run for the Rams. O'Hobbs, top of the key. Picks up the dribble. Quisenberry, guarded by Brickus on the perimeter. Top of the key. Cologne Navarro for 3.
It's a big, big shot by Navarro right there. Just a terrific shot.
Second make.
Knocked that out. He shot it like he's shooting 80% on those threes.
He's a 31%er, but he's 2 for 2 tonight. Nickelberry. He answers with a high arcing three-pointer.
Yeah, did a good job of getting his space so that he could get that shot off. And that's, again, a big answer by Nickelberry.
Not starting for the first time all season, Nickelberry, transfer from Louisville. 35% three-point shooter. Cologne Navarro to O'Hobbs on the perimeter. He'll shoot it from there. An air ball right into the hands of Matt McFarland.
You want your guards looking up right there to get that ball out of McFarland's hands and push the ball up the floor. And again, get those bigs to run, pound the ball down inside, and start your offense from the baseline.
Nickelberry, screen set up. But now he's got it plucked by O'Hobbs, or excuse me, by Cunningham. And that'll bring us to break. So the Explorers trailing 18-17. Fordham basketball.
In the wilderness, fearless and human. Sauvage, the new elixir, Dior.
A new home and new projects go hand in hand. With the Home Depot app, you'll pick it up in no time. You can pick up new skills in our Homeowner 101 workshops. Pick up new power tools with a tap. Pick up the things you need at our convenient lockers. Or even pick them up right from your doorstep. Pick up more of what you need so you can do more of what you love. The Home Depot app. How doers get more done.
Wild Bruins on ESPN. Penguins Flyers on ESPN Plus. Thursday.
There were originally 4 games scheduled in the Atlantic 10 tonight. St. Bonaventure at George Washington postponed. Actually, 5 games were scheduled. Duquesne was to be at Davidson, postponed, and Rhode Island is taken down, or Dayton unable to compete at Rhode Island tonight. That's the Explorers' next opponent. My understanding is that that is a COVID issue within the Dayton program. So at this point, the Explorers matchup on Sunday at Rhode Island is still a go. The only other game in action right now is at Richmond's Robbins Center, where St. Joe's leads the Spiders 21-18. 11:05 to play down in Richmond. And another reminder that the Explorers matchup at Rhode Island is originally scheduled for 4 p.m. on Sunday. It's now a 2:30 nationally televised game from the Ryan Center. So it's an 18-17 Fordham lead. Josh Nickelberry, and the ball stolen from a midcourt just before the break. Now Jack Clark back in the lineup, and he deflects an attempted inbounds pass by Antonio Day.
Day is obviously their best passer, best decision maker, but they'd also like to get him the ball right away. So
they get it in. A 3-point attempt missed by Kyle Rose. Rebound by Mac McFarland. McFarland and Mamadou Decora back out there. Decora started the game. If you're just checking in, Christian Ray is out in COVID protocols. Sharif Kenny transferring from the program. So some extra minutes out there. We'll see some different bodies on the floor for an extended time. Here's Jack Clark for 3, in and out, but a good feed from Brickus.
Looks like Fordham's really overplaying Nickelberry, really not wanting him to catch the ball, or if he does, it's going to be 30 feet from the basket.
Day.
Minimize his damage to Fordham's 3-point shooting numbers.
Here's a 3-pointer in the corner, up and in. Rose knocks this one down. So the Rams 3 for 8 from beyond the arc, and they lead it by 4.
Rose shot that very well. Again, very much with confidence as he rose up to shoot that jump shot.
Here's a foul on Cunningham, overplaying McFarland on the perimeter. And that'll bring us to the 8-minute media timeouts here at Tom Gola Arena. It's a 21-17 Fordham lead. This is LaSalle University basketball, Atlantic 10 basketball on ESPN+.
The Holiday Inn Express and Suites is located 8 miles from LaSalle University. Conveniently located off Route 309 and Pennsylvania Turnpike exit 339 in Fort Washington. We tailor to your family needs, including with your LaSalle rate, you will receive complimentary breakfast, 24-hour coffee and tea, use of our extensive fitness center, and spacious sleeping accommodations. Additionally, we offer free Wi-Fi within the entire hotel, seasonal outdoor pool, and on-site guest laundry. Visit our marketplace for refreshments, microwavable meals, and snacks. Be sure to ask for the LaSalle University rates. Visit us at hiexpress.com/FTWashington or by calling 1-800-HOLIDAY.
Hey Explorer fans, it's time for Threes for Cheese. If the Explorers make 10 three-pointers in today's game, you walk away with a small cheese pizza courtesy of City View Pizza and Grill. Cash in your proof of ticket for your free pie the day after the game. Go Explorers.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is the Delaware Valley's leader in physical rehabilitation and occupational health and the exclusive provider of athletic training services and rehabilitation to the Explorers of LaSalle University. With more than 90 convenient locations in Philadelphia, South Jersey, and Delaware, NovaCare maximizes physical well-being in patients of all ages and abilities. Let NovaCare's team of professionals put you back in your game after surgery or an injury at work, home, auto, or play. When you're injured, think NovaCare first. For a center near you and a prompt appointment, call 800-770-NOVA or visit NovaCare.com.
today to get an Independence Blue Card.
Well, the Explorers held Fordham scoreless for the first 3 minutes of the basketball game, but didn't build a huge lead. In fact, it was a 5-0 lead before Fordham got on the board, and since then, the Rams have outscored the Explorers 21-12 and have a 21-17 advantage with 7:52 to play. We had such a long stretch of play there from like the 14-minute mark on that we went all the way down to the 9-minute mark before the 12-minute media timeout got called. So this is just the 8-minute media timeout. Not often you see that consecutive run of play.
It was only 40 seconds on the clock that went off that you got another timeout immediately. So as a coach, you're saying to yourself, I already spent, I already gave every piece of information I could. Now I got to come up with other stuff, you know. So you want, in those situations, you wind up talking to your assistants a lot more because you're not sure exactly what to say to the players all the time. And that's the other thing about that is you're in practice all day long, and you got to, sometimes you got to think of things you got to say, and it shouldn't be that hard.
So after the foul by Cameron Cunningham, it remains LaSalle basketball. Down 21-17 with 7:50 to play. Off a curl, Nickelberry's shot will not go, and the rebound pulled down by Ohams.
Again, terrific rebound for Ohams. He's showing great poise and patience and understanding of how to get the ball off the glass.
They tried to feed a pass, a hot bounce pass to the low post, but Abdul Simbila could not handle it.
Yeah, it's Day's third turnover. Sure. Coach would like to see him be a little bit more careful with the basketball on those plays.
Brickus finds Moore. Now Jack Clark dribbles to the top, hesitates, picks up the dribble at the foul line, finds Cliff Moore. On the foul line, his jumper is up and in. Cliff Moore with a soft touch.
Good poise there. Just jumped over his defender and made that shot, and it's a pretty good play by Moore on that play.
Moore has 7 points. (21-19) the Fordham advantage. Rose finds Ohams. Ohams on Decora. Good defense and a missed shot. Rebound goes out to Brickus. Brickus stops at the foul line. Filling the lane was Decora, but good defended play by Quisenberry. Yields the fourth LaSalle turnover. In the corner, Rose for three. That one won't go. Decora gets the rebound off that miss.
A little more patience by Brickus on that play. Maybe a back dribble to his right and a wide open feed to Decora may have resulted in an easy basket there.
Clark to Brickus. It's actually 5 turnovers to the Explorers. Ash Howard and his staff wanted to keep turnovers down to 10. They turned it over a ton at Bucknell last time out. Over the top they go. Moore catches it in double trouble. Now dribbles out. Gets a shot up and in at the buzzer. Off balance and away from the bucket, but he got it to go.
On the initial post feed by Brickus, you want to get him behind Clifton Moore and give him an outlet there so you can refeed him again when he does throw it to you.
Tied at 21 apiece. 9 points for Clifton Moore. They leave Day open at the top of the key. His three won't go. Moore adds a rebound, his third of the game, to his 9 points. The Explorers can reclaim the lead for the first time since the 11:56 mark. Brickus dribbles to his left. Nickelberry. Now Decora sweeps up and under. Gets his man to go and lays it in with a left-handed finger roll.
Very good shot fake. Good finish by Decora. Again, the poise and patience to be low and slow down there on the block oftentimes results in a positive play.
He got Simbila up. And then finished it softly. Now they go to Ohams on the foul line. Jack Clark marks him there with 10 on the shot clock. Ohams goes baseline, forces the issue, draws the foul, and will be on the free throw line.
Good play by Ohams, and he's probably getting more successful on that play as the years go on now. And just more poise and understanding of what it's going to take to make that basket in addition to getting himself to the foul line.
Ohams a 69% free throw shooter. Ohams a really athletic guy, 6'9", long, as you basketball coaches say.
He is long, and he's got the ability to rebound outside his area as well. And he goes after a lot of balls, and with all those rebounds that he has, he's one of the leaders in the country in terms of defensive rebounds gotten. He just has a knack for, he's watching where the ball's coming off. He feels the shot, if it's on one side of the floor, knowing that oftentimes the ball is going to come off on the other side, and he's reading all of that.
Second free throw is a make.
Probably would have been an additional foul shot for Ohams just because of Decora stepping in the lane.
Yeah, there's a couple Explorers with some, as our friend Raph would say, giddy puppies.
Yes, indeed. Happy feet, as it were, so to speak. a big lineup in here with LaSalle right now. You got 3 power forwards of sorts.
And Cliff Moore finally gets one to rattle home. His third try from 3 tonight. This one goes in.
With all that size out there, they're definitely going to have some size advantage.
And Jameer Brickus forces it over in back violation. And Day complaining that Brickus touched it, but I think Day just dribbled it off his upper thigh, which is why the turnover is rewarded. So 26-22, LaSalle lead with 4:33 to play after the Cliff Moore three-pointer.
This is a lineup where LaSalle has 2 point guards and 3 forwards in the game. And interesting lineup now, caused a little bit by COVID and a little bit by some other issues that LaSalle is dealing with, but handling it well so far.
Yeah, watching the replay, he definitely just lost it himself. Brickus did not touch it. Here's an offensive rebound by McFarland. Reverse layup won't go, and then coming out of it is Quisenberry.
Terrific rebound, and I'm sure he's going to want to finish that play.
Quisenberry, the stop and go, and then Decora fouls him. Good hustle by the big guy to get there and stop an easy layup.
That'll be a section of practice next time out and working with McFarland on that play. Just, again, be more poised and patient down there with that stick back. It just means so much to your team. It's 2 that you don't get down there, and you get a foul here and 2 foul shots taken by Fordham right here. It's a big play during the course of the game. You want some separation now. Both teams fighting for momentum of the game.
Quisenberry, averaging 16.5, was held to 2 before making that free throw. He's 79% from the arc. And we get Deshaun Shepard in the game for the first time, the freshman out of nearby Archbishop Wood in Bucks County. So he's out there with Matt McFarland, Khalil Brantley, Jameer Brickus, who's handling the ball right now, and Clifton Moore. Brickus drives on Cologne Navarro, but he's short on the layup. Got it on the other side of the rim. Now Charlton lobs into the low post for Ohams. Passes out of the post. Acrobatic double pump won't go, and the rebound comes out to Brickus.
It's an amazing shot by Day. He's just so athletic, and that's great body control.
Backdoor cutting Brantley. Brantley now penetrates into the paint. Finds Shepard. Shepard, the freshman, has shown some incredible athleticism in his limited action. He, too, did not see action until a couple games ago. 5 on the shot clock. Brantley dribbles to the left. Now he's got Ohams on him. Steps back, elbow, jumper, no good. Rebound kept alive by McFarland, but he loses it out of bounds. And that's going to bring us to the 4-minute media timeout. The Explorers back on top, 26-24 to the visiting Fordham Rams.
What's Thunderstruck on Carnival?
What's Thunderstruck?
Thunderstruck!
Got Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck! You are my fire, the one desire you are.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
Are you ready for the first ever Week 18 season finale and for Wild Card Weekend to extend into Monday? Well, you better get ready.
Staring at fate, I'm in the lead and I'm breaking away. She want me now, but I'm making her wait.
Welcome back to Tom Gola Arena inside Trumark Financial Center, the corner of 20th and Albany in North Philadelphia. We respectfully call the Glow area Germantown, Logan, Albany, Worcester. Not quite one, but on the corner of all those neighborhoods.
I appreciate that. I've never realized that before. Is that your... You came up with that?
No, I did not.
Who did, and in what year did they come up with that?
I don't know. I've only heard it referred to recently because it's not quite any one of those neighborhoods. It's just kind of in the middle of it all. But on the third floor of Trumark Financial Center is what we call the Attic or Tom Gola Arena, and the Explorers leading Fordham 26-24. Cale Beers and Coach Fran Dunphy joining you on this ESPN Plus coverage of Atlantic 10 basketball. Fordham Rams coming in at 7-5. The Explorers 5-5. Both off long breaks. Their last games COVIDed out. A drive by Quisenberry comes up empty, and the Explorers get the rebound. Now Brickus to the top, elbow jumper Moore has most of the points for the Explorers tonight. Brickus gets his defender in the air, steps back for three, and can't get it to go. Deshaun Shepard almost had a put-back dunk. He might have been deflected by his own teammate, Matt McFarland.
Moore has been shooting the ball well. He had an open jump shot, gave it up there, and probably would have been best served shooting that jump shot.
Yeah, Cliff Moore, 5 for 8 from the field, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 block shots in 17 minutes.
He's doing a pretty good job of stuffing the stat sheet.
Deshaun Shepard almost had another highlight reel play. Moore with his third block, and then he tips the rebound all the way back out to midcourt.
Terrific defensive play. Did not leave his feet on the shot fake. Got a block.
Off the dribble, a
Tough
nice
shot.
Jumper by Charlton.
Nice shot by Charlton. Last 2 minutes of the half here. See who decides they're going to make the better decisions on both teams here. Oftentimes that's how this, the end of the half, you can go into that locker room with a little bit of momentum with good decision making here.
Matt McFarland trying to back his man in. Drop steps, up and under, off the glass and in. McFarland on the board. 5 points for him.
Good offensive set called by the staff of LaSalle just to take advantage of the size. McFarland did a really good job on his patience down there.
He had ISO on Charlton and made good on it. Now Quisenberry. 4 points so far. Brickus goes for the ball fake, and Cologne Navarro can't get his third three-pointer to go. Brantley chases down the loose ball in the corner.
2 passes ahead would have resulted with the ball to Brickus on the baseline with an opportunity to score it or make a play there. I think you want to take advantage of running off of misses.
1:10 to play, 10 on the shot clock. Khalil Brantley with possession. His Explorers are up by 2. Brantley spins, kicks it out to Brickus. Brickus to Brantley at the top of the key for 3. Pow!
Good shot by Brantley. Probably had Clark open to his right. Or not Clark, but Shepard open to his right for a jumper as well. But stepping up, making that shot. It's a big shot here for LaSalle's momentum going into the half.
And that's also one of those plays where you learn the lesson that if you give it up, sometimes you get it back. And Brantley would have been justified trying to force a shot up there. Here's another block shot with the shot clock running down, but he gives it up and gets it back for a cleaner look.
Yeah, real good play again by Clifton Moore. He's played very well in this first half.
Yeah, Moore, 4 block shots now. Explorers up by a game-high 5 points. They led it 5-0 at the open.
4-second differential in the shot clock, game clock.
And Brantley called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, just probably not thinking of what we want to do with the last shot of the half. Do we want to shoot it with a second to go in the shot clock? By the time they get it back, it probably can't get a decent shot at the basket. We'll see how Fordham uses their opportunity here after making a good play on the defensive end.
And so it will be Fordham's last shot. Day, one-on-one with Brickus, pulls up, loses it at the foul line, gets it back, however, and puts it skyward. Still got a shot off, but it does not go. A former coworker of yours as well, but yeah, truly one of the great guys working over there on our table staff with great Dick Shoot and Kevin Casey, and too many great ones to mention over there today. But they're all over there doing their great job.
Great work, unheralded.
So back to action. Cliff Moore had a lot of points in the first half. He's going to try to get some more here. He does with a left-handed hook shot, and the Explorers are on the board with Their largest lead of the game, 33-26, and Cliff Moore adds to his line, 12 points. Actually, 14 points.
Big size advantage right now. I mean, again, Fordham is a 4-guard, 1 post player defensive team, and that certainly helps to go right back to the big guys.
Brickus gets a steal and lays one up there, an alley-oop for Clifton Moore, and this is not the way Kyle Neptune wanted his second half to start.
No question about it. And then again, LaSalle has 2 really good opportunities to score it. And now this is a big possession for Fordham.
16 points for Moore from the alley-oop. A fadeaway elbow jumper by Charlton. That couldn't have been advised. Explorers trying to go on a 6 or 7-0 run to start the half. Clark had 2 fouls in the first half. And he finds his way to a baseline runner that won't go. 2 tip-ins. Clark gets it after Decora misses. And it is a 6-0 run for the Explorers to start the half.
Again, LaSalle taking advantage of the size. And they're just 2 offensive rebounds. The second one gets put back in the basket again. And I'm sure that will be the emphasis that Coach Neptune will be talking to his team right now.
Kyle Neptune calls a timeout. Fordham takes a break, trailing the Explorers 37-26. This is Explorer basketball.
My health is important, which is why I chose a healthcare plan that puts me first. With Independence Blue Cross, I get the coverage I need at a price that fits my budget. There's also peace of mind that comes with knowing I've got access to the strongest network of doctors and hospitals in the region. I know that I'll get the quality care I need. Independence is the right fit for me.
Get back to making memories and enjoying your favorite activities with family.
What's Thunderstruck on Carnival?
What's Thunderstruck?
Sometimes it's just a sound.
To life. Appointments and additional information are available at novacare.com. Novacare Rehabilitation believes movement is medicine and wants to help you experience the power of physical therapy today.
Here, our journey is accelerated with this energy overflowing all around us. We are wide awake with a constant urge to engage a restless city. To step outside and walk 8 million paths, where one moment can transform everything. That's why we choose Fordham.
Mackay Company is a CBD company. We have 17 products. The people that have reported, they've used our products, they love it. Results have always been, girl, why didn't you give me this sooner? You know, everyone has their own experience, their own journey, but you want to make sure that you're getting a quality. Excellent for workouts, excellent for recovery. It's a win.
Shot at the basket here and then get a stop at the other end. And LaSalle has to be of the mindset that they can't give up an easy basket here.
Penetration, and now back around the horn. Charlton takes a 3. That won't go. Decora gets a rebound off the miss, his 5th board.
Pretty deep shot by Charlton right there.
Clark will take a 3 right in front of us. That won't go. And then Decora commits a foul on Ohams. Mamadou Decora, the graduate transfer from Rutgers, getting his first start for the Explorers tonight, has 4 points after 6 in all of his other appearances combined with Christian Ray and COVID protocol. Christian Ray had started every game prior to tonight. And now Matt McFarland.
McFarland not used to taking that jersey, that sweatsuit off, or the top off right away, so he was running in there. He was excited about being in the game, and I like that.
See, that's supposed to happen when you're a guy like me, and you only get in like with 30 seconds left in the game, not a real player.
Well, he'll get better at it, no question. Keeps making those jumpers off the down screens. He'll be absolutely ready to go.
Matt McFarland was on as well. Here's a
Real
good defended play on the corner. Gets the steal.
Read the passer's eyes, and again, Day needs to take care of the ball in a better situation.
And then a three-pointer from the top of the key. Fading away. Still almost drilled it. He has a pretty stroke from beyond the arc.
He does. With no effort at all. It's a very easy shot. It gives the appearance that everything he shoots is going to go in the basket.
Explorers have some unusual size. They've got 4 6'10" guys on the roster. Here's a three-pointer in and out. Clark close to that.
Yeah, Clark is very, very long as a player. When he's at that point of that 1-2-2 three-quarter court pressure, it's hard to throw around him.
And then you have Moore and McFarland who are out there right now with Clark. All guys that can rebound but can also drain a three on you.
And Brickus probably needs to make a better pass to Nickelberry there for a much easier shot.
Shot clock down to 5. Clark will catch it, shoot, and hit the front of the iron. Clark 1 for 6, just 2 points, but 5 rebounds and 2 assists.
Again, a big stretch for Fordham right here. Need a basket in the worst way.
Tarleton inside out. A drive and a rejection. Moore's 5th block of the night. Here come the Explorers the other way, but Clark on a spin dribble can't bring the ball with him. He turns it right back over.
Yeah, there were no odds for Clark right there. All he needed to do was to drive the ball to the wing and be much more patient.
And the Explorers never get fully back and matched up. Ohams finds himself alone with just Jameer Brickus for a dunk. 37-28, the Explorers on top. First points of the second half for the Fordham Rams. Now Moore has it stripped on the way to the bucket, so 2 straight turnovers, and then a foul as Nickelberry pursues Day behind the play and runs over him.
A terrific defensive play by Day there. He was of the mindset that I'm going to make a great defensive effort right here and to get the ball back for my team.
Brickus will check out. Brantley will check in. DeCora will come in, and he'll replace Clifton Moore. 16:02 to play. The Explorers on top by a count of 37-28.
Again, a very important possession by Fordham here.
Cunningham, three-pointer. No good, but right there for an offensive rebound and putback is Kyle Rose.
Yeah. Again, offensive rebounds attempted. One of the great stats in our game. The analytics have taken over our game, but before you can get them, you got to go get the rebound. You got to work hard to get it.
Long diagonal pass, and when Nickelberry goes up and comes down, he is out of bounds. So just like that, after building the 11-point lead, the Explorers have turned it over 3 consecutive times, and we go to the 16-minute meeting.
You know you like being right. That's why you should enroll in an Independence Blue Cross plan. It's the health plan chosen by more people than any other, with more doctors and hospitals, more benefits that really rock, more of the coverage you want for the right price, including free doctor visits 24/7. It's a choice you can feel good about, because when you're right, you're right. And when you've got Independence Blue Cross, you're right where you need to be. Call 1-844-200-2583 today to get an Independence Blue Cross plan.
Here, our journey is accelerated with this energy overflowing all around us. We are wide awake with a constant urge to engage a restless city. To step outside and walk 8 million paths, where one moment can transform everything. That's why we choose Fordham.
Mackay Company is a CBD company. We have 17 products. The people that have reported, they've used our products, they love it. Results have always been, girl, why didn't you give me this sooner? Everyone has their own experience, their own journey, but you want to make sure that you're getting a quality product, and you're going to get that with Mackay. excellent for workouts, excellent for recovery. It's a win-win all around. We're really, really proud of our products. We're really proud about the stuff that we put into it. We can't wait for you guys to try it. If you're looking to find out more information about us and the company, how we've grown to where we are today, check out the site. The company is a CBD company. We have 17 products.
Yeah, that's starting with tomorrow's game at the Palestra. So, Fordham trying to cut back into this game now. Khalil Brantley, Josh Nickelberry, Jack Clark, Mamadou Decore, and Matt McFarland. Rose guarded by Brantley. Into the paint he goes, and a great feed to Charleston, but Decore with a blocked shot, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fordham.
I think that was McFarland, if I'm not mistaken, on the block.
Oh,
but
okay.
you could double check me on that play. But a really good play by McFarland, I believe. But, again, if you're the guard, you want to shot fake and get somebody else in the air again and try to throw around for an easy basket if you can. But
Nickelberry has been relatively quiet. Now McFarland. Drops on Ohams, misses the shot, loose ball. Jack Clark just quite can't get to it. And then in transition the other way, it's an easy layup for Darius Quisenberry. And here come the Rams. They've cut the lead down to 5.
Yeah, 6 straight points by Fordham. And a number of miscues by LaSalle on this first part of the second half here.
Tip in by Decore.
Just kind of hanging around that rim. When you get to bigs get to the rim, most often good things happen.
So that ends a run by the Rams. It gets the Explorers back up to a 7-point advantage. A kick to the corner. Cunningham's 3 won't go, but it's a weak side rebound by Charlton.
Rebound by Charlton.
And then Cunningham gets his shot blocked from behind and out of bounds. Last touch by the Explorers. 13:58 to play. Josh Colon Navarro checks in and out goes Cunningham and Quisenberry. Ohams back in. 39-32, LaSalle on top. And here's a near steal, but McFarland has to run over Colon Navarro.
Colon Navarro is not one of the bigger guys. You're not looking to lob to him from the out-of-bounds play typically, but they kept the basketball and now gave it away.
Good steal by McFarland. Tries to split 2 defenders. They ran 2 defenders at Ohams. He passed out of it, and McFarland sniffed it out and got the steal. Matt McFarland's making the most of his playing time tonight.
Yeah, he's putting his stamp on the game, doing some really good things there.
5 points, 2 for 5, 3 rebounds, 2 steals.
He's doing it on both ends of the floor, too. Not that that was a great steal. It was more of the poor pass by Ohams, I believe. And but he made the most of his opportunity to score it and forced the issue by drawing the foul.
Clark inbounds. Now Brantley between the circles, but they're blow the whistle dead. Is this a shot clock situation?
Yes.
We'll get it down to 15. 13:37 to play. LaSalle on top, 39-32. LaSalle opened up on a 5-0 run, and then Fordham played them even and took a 4-point lead with 7:37 to play. But the Explorers closed out the first half strong and went on a 6-0 run to start the second half. Brings us to a 39-32 LaSalle advantage in this A10 opener. Brantley to Moore. Moore trying to go baseline. Denied by Simbala. Now a fadeaway hook shot up and in. He's done it with both hands tonight. And Cliff Moore has 18.
Moore did a really good job of just checking out the shot clock down at the other end. Obviously, he couldn't see it with his back to the basket down his end, but did take a quick peek and knew he had to get off a pretty good shot at the rim and did a terrific job on that play.
And then a turnover by the Rams on the other end. They had just 4 in the first half. They have 3 already, or 4 already here in the second. Salle up by 9. Here's McFarland to Nickelberry. Nickelberry feeds Moore. Moore to work on Cimbala again. He went with the right hand last time. This time up and under. Left hand off the glass. No good. Tip rebound. And out of bounds getting his own rebound is Charlton. So it's a turnover on the Rams.
Not an easy shot down there by Moore. Hard shot to make. Just, again, a little more patience, a little more poise. He had just made a great poised move the possession before. Continue to do that, and his team will be in much better position.
Moore. Backing Rose down. He likes this mismatch, but he passes out of it to Brantley. Brantley looking to drive. Double pump. Scoops it up and under. No good. Rebound pulled down by Day and the Rams.
Right back to him.
Day beyond the arc. Shoots over
Big
Nickelberry
shot.
and nails it.
Big shot by Day. One that Fordham had to have.
41-35, the Explorers on top. Here's a near steal, but Nickelberry keeps the possession, falling to the ground, calls a timeout, or is it going to be a foul on the play? It is a foul on Day. Antonio Day gets called for his first, and now they have to get separated at midcourt. There is a technical foul. That was whistled.
Yeah, no need for any of that, and just want to stay away from those kind of things. It was just two guys trying to play hard to get the basketball.
Yeah, Day almost had a steal. Nickelberry was able to keep it, and seen a little bit on replay here. He falls down backwards. Cologne Navarro dives into it.
But the play was over. Leave it alone. Get your guys out of there. If you see one of your teammates starting to jaw with somebody, just get them out of there.
And they're going to review this now with 12:10 to play. I believe there's a little bit of embellishment by Nickelberry. Looks like it's going to be. All right, we'll take a immediate timeout, and then we will sort it out on the other side. A technical foul has been called. The Explorers on top, 41-35 with 12:10 to play. This is Atlantic 10 basketball.
What's Thunderstruck on Carnival?
What's Thunderstruck? Bringing joy, bringing happiness. That's just what I do.
The ancient Greeks had 4 words for love. The most admirable is called agape. Love as an action. For 175 years, New York Life has been helping people act on their love. So they can look back or look ahead and say, we got it right. We did good.
2 Mount Vernon women are dead, killed in a fatal crash on I-64. Illinois State Police report early Thursday morning.
Driving under the influence has claimed yet another life.
Impaired driving is responsible for an average of over 300 deaths a year on Illinois roadways.
Authorities say that driver drove into the median and struck a tree. He is facing charges of driving under the influence and improper lane usage.
Illinois State Police say alcohol did play a factor in that crash.
Drivers can learn more at lifeordeathillinois.com.
Regina approaches the all-electric Cadillac Lyriq. It's a sunny day.
Nah, a stormy day.
Fordham and Khalil Brantley for the Explorers, if I've got the proper numbers down there. And we are a little bit delayed on we saw the replay on our monitor here, and it didn't look like there was a whole lot going on there. So double technical. There's a common foul called originally, I believe, on Day. And so there will be free throws out of it for the Explorers, but otherwise it's a double technical, one to each side. There was a lot of do of nothing, a little bit of embellishment going on. And yep. But Brantley will get his 3rd foul out of it. Yeah, so Rose gets the 2nd personal foul. So there we go. It's LaSalle basketball. And at the end of the day, or at the end of the play, both teams have 3 team fouls. And Khalil Brantley comes out of it with his 3rd personal foul. Actually, Mamadou Decore has 3 fouls. He's not involved in this play, however.
These games oftentimes come down to a last minute of play where the game is still undecided, and you don't want to get your team in any kind of trouble needlessly.
Yeah, everything was pretty much separated, and then I think Josh Nickelberg was trying to get a couple free throws out of it when it looked like Rose came by him and he threw his head back, and I think that just kind of like lit the fuse a little bit, and nothing really significant happened in that. So it's kind of good to see neither side get a real advantage on the situation. Brickus, guarded by Cologne Navarro. He takes him into the paint, but he gets a double team to stop him at the elbow. So now Nickelberry goes, and he uses his shoulder to separate himself from Day, who draws the charge. Nickelberry gets his 2nd foul.
Just lowering that shoulder results in a offensive foul call. We're a very similar play in the first half that went the other way.
Brickus now covering Quisenberry. Quisenberry's been held in check. Leading scorer, second leading scorer. Charlton off the dribble, no good.
That's a tough shot.
Brantley out, rebounds McFarland. Now diagonal pass to Clark, who goes to the rack and draws the foul. Charlton on the other end of the whistle. Jack Clark will go to the free throw line. The Explorers 1 for 4. Clark is 82%.
Just on that last play, Charlton, he's just not as open as he thinks he is right there. And why not go back to the big fella and see if you can't reestablish that block scoring opportunity? For both teams, actually. Both teams, you want to see if they can't run their offense through their bigs sometimes.
Jack Clark nowhere near on his first free throw attempt. He rattles it off the back of the rim. And Deshaun Shepard checks in for the first time in the second half. He replaces Josh Nickelberry. Clark makes the second. 3 points in the game for Jack Clark. Explorers up by 7 with 11:27 to play. Brickus got a hand on that pass, but it finds its way to Day. Now Cologne Navarro. Ohams one-on-one with McFarland. Double team comes down. He passes out of it. Cologne Navarro gets his defender by, takes the 3, and drains the 3.
Just a big play by Cologne Navarro there. Shot fake, great spacing to get some opportunity to shoot that shot. And again, the ball went down to the block to start the offense.
So now Shepard uses a screen, gets it back to McFarland. Pump fake from the elbow. Now he'll take it. Foul line extended. No good. And a rebound for the Rams. Cologne Navarro. Ohams one-on-one with McFarland. Into the paint he goes, looking for room. Gets up, no good, but his tip back is good.
Just stayed with the play. Again, pounding it down inside on that play. And Ohams, good finish there. Not quit on the play.
And the Rams have cut the lead down to 2 with 10:28 to play. And so Ash Howard says, we got to talk about this. Calls the timeout and try to get some semblance of offense going here. And is there any shock that the Explorers' little offensive funk here? Number 21's not been on the floor.
Yeah.
Clifton Moore.
He has played well. He's played well more and negates a lot of that inside play because of he's had block shots, but he's also changed a number of shots as well with his size and his steady play down inside, walling people up and not going for blocks all the time.
He has a career high 18 points, surpassing that set of 15 he put up against Holy Cross. I don't have a block shot marked for him, but he had 6 against Army this season and 5 against Holy Cross. So he's got 5 credited already. But the Explorer lead, which was 11 when Kyle Neptune had to call a timeout a couple seconds into the first half, is now down to 2. Brickus, McFarland, Shepard, Clark the inbouncer, and Brantley, the 5th Explorer out there. Charlton, Cologne, Navarro, Ohams. Here's Brickus, though. Pump fakes, hits his defender in the air, passes out of it, finds Brantley, catches you 3. That will not go. Rebound tip back to the top for Brickus. He'll reload for 3, and that won't go either.
Big tip out by Clark to get another possession for LaSalle on that play.
Clark gets his 7th rebound, but no points out of it. And then Day just goes coast to coast to tie it up.
He's a tough competitor.
Clark takes his man in the paint, has a mismatch he likes, a fadeaway jumper, and can't get it to go. Explorers in a funk. And here comes Day again. This time he's fouled before he gets to the bucket, and that's going to be Deshaun Shepard committing the foul. And definitely a turn of events here for the Fordham Rams, who were on the verge of getting run out of the gym, down 11. They have tied it up and have possession here.
Day just forcing the action, too, in transition, which is what he wants to do. He's a terrific transition player. Force the action, gets a foul on LaSalle. They're on their way to get to the foul line here shortly, where they did not get into a one-on-one situation in the first half.
9:48 to play, a 42-42 tie. Ohams into the paint he goes. Shot won't go, and Josh Nickelberry gets it stolen right away from him after he got the rebound. Cologne Navarro for 3.
Tough play by Fordham. When you get that rebound, you got to chin that basketball, knowing that you look up ahead and there's 4 red jerseys. You can guarantee the 5th one's right on your butt.
Josh Cologne Navarro has been a thorn in the Explorers' side, and he is again tonight. He gives Fordham its first lead since the first half. Brickus has a mismatch on Ohams, but he'll pick up the dribble. And now a near steal. But Charlton can't keep it in play. He really read that one and almost jumped it.
Cologne Navarro got stuck on Clifton Moore there, but he did a terrific job of fronting him. That's one thing that Coach Neptune and Coach Howard have learned from Coach Wright, that they like to get posted up. They want those guards feel good about the fact that they're not going to let those bigs post them inside.
Clifton Moore now takes it to the paint. Foul line jumper up and in. Clifton Moore restores order and gets the lead back down to 1. But a deep 3 by Cologne Navarro, and he answers again with a 3-pointer. Josh Cologne Navarro with 15 points. That's a season high and 2 off of a career high.
Terrific shot by Cologne Navarro. He's feeling it right now. He wants to put his team on his back right here.
Nickelberry trying to get it to Moore, but he can't.
Good post up.
He's got to get rid of it. Almost a 5-second call there. Now Clark trying to back Cologne Navarro down, and he draws the charge. So right now the spark plug for the Rams is Josh Cologne Navarro. He's just drawn personal foul number 3 out of Jack Clark. With 8:27 to play, the Explorers have got to find some momentum grab.
Cologne Navarro, I mentioned it to one of the classes I had the other day of Stephen Curry, the sheer joy that he plays the game with. There's some joy that Cologne Navarro was playing the game with right here. Obviously achieving great success, which enables you to enjoy it more, but he loves to compete, that young man.
He has a career high in 3-pointers made, 5 of them, eclipsing 4 previously made at Davidson last season. 4-point lead for Fordham. Charlton in the paint, inside out. Now Quisenberry for 3, and he's knocked down a 3-pointer. Just like that, the Rams are dialed in from deep. They're just 30% from the arc on the season, but 40 tonight.
And a lot in a row here in the second half. So
here's a foul committed on the high post as Nickelberry tried to get through a screen. The Explorers are on the ropes. With 7:50 to play, they find themselves trailing Fordham 51-44 after being up just 11 just moments ago. This is Atlantic 10 basketball on ESPN+.
Hey Explorer fans, it's time for Threes for Cheese. If the Explorers make 10 3-pointers in today's game, you walk away with a small cheese pizza courtesy of City View Pizza and Grill. Cash in your proof of ticket for your free pie.
here. Our journey is accelerated with this energy overflowing all around us. We are wide awake with a constant urge to engage a restless city. To step outside and walk 8 million paths, where one moment can transform everything. That's why we choose Fordham.
It's time to get back to making memories and enjoying your favorite activities with family and friends. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury slow you down. The therapists at NovaCare Rehabilitation are here for you. With convenient locations throughout the area, NovaCare's clinical experts will get you back to life. Appointments and additional information are available at novacare.com. NovaCare Rehabilitation believes movement is medicine and wants to help you experience the power of physical therapy today.
Having it swatted away, kick out to Cologne Navarro. He hits the three-pointer, and Fordham's been rolling since.
And Fordham maybe got juiced by the little altercation at half court. They've taken over the momentum of the game from that point.
Good point. Double technical foul just in front of our position. So Mamadou Decore is back in. Clifton Moore, who has a career night of his own. Jameer Brickish, Jack Clark playing now with 4 fouls. 3 personal fouls, huh? Maybe they gave that foul to someone else, but Josh Nickelberry also out there. He's been neutralized for the most part. But this guy has not been. Adding to a career high, Clifton Moore has 22 points. And LaSalle trails at 51-46 with 7:35 to play. Clifton Moore is just able to do anything he wants right now.
LaSalle's done a very good job of isolating Moore on their guards.
Charlton, a long skip pass across. Quisenberry for 3. He buries another one. They are on fire.
It's a big shot by Quisenberry right there. Big, big shot.
Quisenberry with 12 points. He only had 2 in the first half. Actually, 4 in the first half. Rams continue to tear it up. 9 for 21 from the arc on the game. 6 for 10 of the half. Decore. And he is fouled by Day. Day will pick up his second, team foul number 5.
With as much switching as Fordham does, they're oftentimes going to get mismatches, but they do a great job on the communications piece. And again, their guards want that challenge of keeping that ball from getting themselves posted up. They may be able to throw over top, but you're not going to post feed it directly in there.
So Day will check out. Clark will inbounds to Moore. Moore with Ohams on his hip. He's going to take him into the paint. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Scores down 8. 6:45 to play here in the second half. Quisenberry guarded by Brantley. Now Charlton. An alley-oop to Ohams, and he throws down his second lob of the night.
Very good read by Charlton. Real good read. Obviously, Ohams read that as well, throwing over top for an easy dunk on that play.
10-point Fordham lead here in the second half. Brantley in trouble. Finds Decore. Decore gets his defender by, and then he's fouled on the way up by Ohams. Ohams with his first personal. But he's going to put Mamadou Decore on the free throw line. His first attempts of the season. 17 fouls now on the Rams, so the Explorers will shoot the rest of the way.
As will Fordham as well, because the next one will be the 7th foul on LaSalle. But this is, again, a big stretch in the game. Down 10, 6 minutes to go.
Decora rattles the first one in and out. The Explorers now just 2 for 7 from the free throw line, trailing by 10. They've been taken by storm, a three-pointer storm by the Rams. 5 from Cologne Navarro, 2 from Quisenberry here in the second half. And Decore's second free throw is good. He has 5 points. Well, Salle lead, our deficit is 9. Charlton in trouble in the backcourt, gets rid of it. And now Fordham sets it up. Quisenberry trying to drive on Brickus and turns it over on the penetration. 10th turnover of the game for the Rams. Brantley drives. Strong shot, won't go. Cologne Navarro gets the rebound off the miss. 5:50 to play.
Coach Neptune want to get a good shot at the basket on this possession.
Ohams into the corner. Cologne Navarro misses the three-pointer.
There's lots of time on that shot clock. They probably could get a better shot than that.
Explorers
hit a big flying out on him.
Offense has gone away, however. Brickus around the top, looking to penetrate. Nothing there. I'll take a jumper inside the arc. It won't go. Explorers now 39% from the field, 20 for 52. 5:15 to play. Charlton hands it off to Rose. Rose in and out, spins in the paint, and a layup good on Clifton Moore. Largest lead of the game for the Rams now, 11 points. Brickus to Clark. Clark got away with a push-off, step back jumper from the baseline, a two-pointer.
It's a good shot by Clark. Once he didn't get called for that foul, he kept his poise and knocked that jump shot out.
5 points and 8 rebounds for Clark. Explorers trail it by 9 with 4:35 to play. Cologne Navarro left alone. That three-pointer won't go, but Ohams has a rebound. Moore is out of position to defend, so they pass it back to Quisenberry on the perimeter.
And if you're Fordham, you don't need to rush right here. You want to get a good shot at the basket. And Coach Neptune made sure that they brought the ball back out top. And now they got to read the shot clock and make sure they get something good going to the rim.
4 on the shot clock. Charlton will take a 3 at the top of the key. It will not go. Brantley gets the rebound, now wants to break out. Harassed by Quisenberry. Into the paint he goes. Dishes it off, and Decore with the layup. More points tonight than the entire rest of the season, and the Explorers have it to within 7.
Again, a big possession right here. Both teams are going to get a timeout at the 4-minute mark here. So
on the elbow is Cologne Navarro. Now Ohams shoots over to Decore. Decore gets the rebound off the miss.
It's amazing how stretches of the game go and the momentum of the game. Navarro had an open jump shot right there, but didn't take it. Had a 15-footer. He was feeling so confident a few minutes ago.
And Brantley tries to penetrate. He draws a foul, so the Explorers will be shooting.
What's Thunderstruck on Carnival?
What's Thunderstruck?
Thunderstruck is...
Are you guys ready to get thunderstruck?
I am.
Thunderstruck!
You got Thunderstruck.
Wake up, trader. It's time to bring your portfolio to life at Tastyworks. Don't you want to up your trading game? What about a broker that lets you trade stocks, options, futures, and crypto on one platform? Get everything you want and $500 when you open and fund a new Tastyworks account. Are you ready to trade your way? Tastyworks. You deserve a better broker.
A new home and new projects go hand in hand. With the Home Depot app, you'll pick it up in no time. You can pick up new skills in our Homeowner 101 workshops. Pick up new power tools with a tap. Pick up the things you need at our convenient lockers. Or even pick them up right from your doorstep. Pick up more of what you need so you can do more of what you love. The Home Depot app. How doers get more done.
The stars are out this holiday season at Porsche Orland Park. The distinctive head-turning Macan, the high-performance Cayenne, and
Explorers. Financial Center at LaSalle University. Cale Beers and Fran Dunphy, where the final 3:34 proves to be pretty exciting. The Explorers led by 11 this half, and then they've trailed by 11 this half. Fordham has gone on a 3-point tear in a 4-minute stretch of basketball between about the 10-minute and 6-minute marks of this game. They got 3-pointers from Josh Colon Navarro and Darius Quisenberry. The Explorers trying to neutralize that and make a run back at it. After down 11, they are down 7 and on the free throw line. Foul committed by Antrell Charlton just before the break, his third, and they'll send Khalil Brantley to the free throw line, who had beaten him off the dribble. 58-51, Fordham on top. 8-10 opener for both these squads, 3:34 to play.
Big foul shot opportunities for Brantley right here to cut that lead.
Explorers just 3 for 8 thus far.
This will be a huge possession for Fordham as they come down the other end of the floor. See what kind of offensive thrust they will have.
And the freshman hits the front end of the 1-1. Coming into the night, he was 15 for 24 for 63%. He makes it a 2-possession game. Brantley misses the second, so it's a 6-point Fordham lead. 3:30 to play.
Be interesting. You would have thought that LaSalle would get into their three-quarter court pressure on a made foul shot right there as well, so that missed foul shot doesn't allow them to set that defense up.
Explorers are 4 for 10 from the free throw line tonight. Rose. Hand off to Charlton with 7 on the shot clock. He's at the foul line, guarded there by Brickus. Now Quisenberry for 3. Buries it, fading away.
It's a big shot by Quisenberry. Big shot.
Quisenberry now with 15. He gets the Rams back up by 9, and
got carried away on that play.
Yeah,
Quisenberry, you're gonna foul with the guy going toward half court, putting them on the foul line.
Stops the clock. Chance to cut into the lead, but Jameer Brickus on the stripe. His first shots of the night, he's 71%. A quiet night for Brickus. 2 points, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 32 minutes. And he hits the first.
We'll see if LaSalle will get that pressure up after a made foul shot here.
Makes the second. First time the Explorers made 2 from the stripe tonight.
Extended it a little bit.
Quisenberry takes it in the front court. Ooh, almost got it back to too fast. They barely got into the front court. 7-point Fordham lead, 2:44 to play. Charlton lays it off to Quisenberry. Now Charlton trying to back in Cliff Moore. Backdoor cut. Great defense there by Decore. Now Day in trouble on the baseline, and he's out of bounds. And the Explorers forced the turnover, the 11th of the game.
A little out of sorts on that play. It was just the spacing wasn't very good on that last set.
What do you want to see the Explorers do here? They have to score with 2:29 to play in a 3-possession game.
At this point, obviously, they've been successful going to more. Certainly give that a look. And then if he gets doubled, the ball comes back out again. That open jump shot's got to be taken and made.
Decore sets a monster screen on Colon Navarro. Now Brickus trying to penetrate to the baseline. Steps up and under, draws a double team. Back to the top. Moore is going to drive into the paint, into the corner. Brickus.
Still plenty of time in the possession.
9 on the shot clock. He goes to Moore. The low post double team comes his way, but now goes away. Now back to the top. Brickus. Brantley for 3. No good, but there's Decore for the rebound, and he's fouled on the rebound. So the Explorers use all the shot clock, but they get a second opportunity, and it's going to be Charlton's 4th personal foul. But it's going to send Decore to the free throw line.
Big offensive rebound by Decore. Just fought hard for that.
How do you feel about Brickus taking that shot instead of the extra pass?
Well, actually, Brickus made the extra pass to Brantley there.
That's what I'm saying.
Brickus probably should have shot that ball.
Decore 1 for 2 from the stripe earlier.
Hard to be critical of somebody giving up a pass on that play, or making a pass on that play.
I was worried that they were going to get it off in time. Yes. So Decore now at 10 points, 3 shy of a career high. Set at Minnesota when he was playing for Rutgers. But boy, has he made the most of his first start here at LaSalle. In the absence of COVID-stricken Christian Ray.
He's done a good job.
6-point lead for Fordham with 1:57 to play. Graduate transfer does not get the roll on the second shot, so it's a 6-point game. 1:51 to go. Charlton in the backcourt. Now Day guarded by Brantley. Explorers are now looking at that 7 for 14 from the free throw line. Brantley almost had a steal, but Day kept the possession. Drives and now kicks it back out to the perimeter. 7 on the shot clock.
Winding down. Got to get going.
Quisenberry. Brantley got called for a foul. The contact was initiated by Quisenberry, but Brantley did not have position whatsoever. And so they use almost all the clock, and then they get to go to the straight.
Yeah, the study of angles is something that you want to preach to your guys, and I'm sure they do at Fordham or at LaSalle, and you don't want to put them on the foul line needlessly 30-some feet from the basket right there at the end of a shot clock.
So Quisenberry to the free throw line, 78%. He has been a big part of this storming for the Rams in the second half. 2 3-pointers, and now a make. Gets it back to a 3-possession game with 89 seconds to play. Seconds
Two big foul shots. 2 big foul shots. Now Fordham wants to keep everything in front of them, not give up easy 3-point looks.
Brantley races into the front court. In trouble, picks up the dribble. Now he has to get it back to Clark. 1:20 to play. The Explorers can't use this much time in every possession. They find the Corey, and he misses the dunk, but draws the foul.
Probably could have made a layup right there and gotten fouled on that.
That foul's going to go on Kyle Rose, and Decorah back to the free throw line.
See how the big fellow will respond right here.
The Rams 5 for 7 from the stripe. The Explorers 7 for 14. Once again, substandard free throw shooting really affecting this LaSalle squad. They, with average free throw shooting, could be in a single possession game right now. Decorah, 10 points. Now 11.
Big foul shot right there.
Lead back down to 7. 1:16 to go. Rose out. Charlton back in. Decorah rattles the second one home.
They look good, too. He shot them with no real pressure on him. There was great pressure on him, but it didn't act like it was a pressurized situation.
So a 6-point lead, and Brickus gets his feet tangled up with Quisenberry in the front court.
Just want to keep him in front of you at that point and play the possession out. Don't put them on the foul line.
Quisenberry living up to his second leading scorer credentials, averaging 16.3 a game, and he's at 17, including 4 for 4 from the stripe, and he's back for his 3rd visit. The Brickus draws his 2nd foul.
Yeah, he's had a great impact on the game from when the technical fouls happened.
Brantley, Nickelberry, Clark, Moore, and Brickus for the Explorers.
1-and-1 here. One more foul by LaSalle will put them on in the double bonus situation. So this is an important foul shot for Quisenberry.
Not very balanced scoring for the Explorers. 22 from Cliff Moore and a dozen from Decorah, but Nickelberry and Clark stuck with 8. Quisenberry makes the first. 7-point lead with $1:11 to go. I don't know if the Explorers have hit a 3-pointer. Nope, they're 0 for 7 in the second half. Quisenberry makes all 6 free throws.
Yes, he's done a really good job there when he got to the foul line late in the game.
Brantley uses a screen, drives down the lane, and misses the layup. But a tip in by Moore will give him 24 points to add to a career high, and Ash Howard calls a timeout. With 1:03 to play.
Timeout, 2 for Fordham. now Fordham's got to get the ball inbounds comfortably. Maybe use some time on that shot clock. We'll see if LaSalle will allow them to use any time.
So the reset is this. The Explorers open a 5-0 lead to start the game, then trailed by 5 before finishing the first half with a 31-26 advantage. They scored 6 unanswered to start the second half, but go up by 11. And then Fordham used a flurry of three-pointers, a career-high 5 makes from beyond the arc by Josh Colon-Navarro. Mix in a couple makes from Darius Quisenberry, and they went on a run to stake themselves to an 11-point lead that they have been nursing since. That largest lead at 11 points came at the 5:03 mark, and they have been holding serve since. Explorers, a 9 for 16 performance from the free throw line, a career-high 24 points from Clifton Moore, one shy of a career high by first-time starter Mamadou Decore. But they are down to the last minute in the A-10 opener. Here's a pass thrown up for grabs, and somehow Fordham got away with it, but that's a foul. It looked like 2 travels happened possibly. It was an athletic play by Quisenberry to save that ball from going out of bounds, and it looked like the receiver on the other end of it dragged the pivot foot, but instead he drew the foul.
The length of LaSalle's pressure sometimes can force you to panic a little bit, and there was a little bit of nervousness in Fordham's thrust to get the ball over half court, but now they have themselves the foul line for 2 shots here, I believe.
Last 1-1. This is the 19th foul on the Explorers, and Quisenberry's 5 for 8 on the season. Or excuse me, Charlton, but he makes this one.
Yeah. I believe that was the 10th foul. I just don't think the scoreboard got that up right. So
you could be right.
But Charlton didn't need that extra. He has had an opportunity there to step up. He makes the first one, which is most important.
Misses the second.
3-possession game.
Moore gets his 7th rebound. Brantley in traffic trying to do it himself, but he lays it off to Moore for the dunk. And the clock stops with 43 seconds left. The Explorers get it down to 5 points.
Charlton can run the baseline. You got to get a good angle to make that pass in bounds.
Now Day avoids 2 defenders, gets it to the front court. Explorers now need to foul Colon-Navarro. Well, he gets rid of it. Now they finally foul Day. Colon-Navarro has a career high in free throws made against the Explorers, so maybe they did a good job not fouling him. They finally fouled Day, but he's a 77% shooter, and Fordham is 8 for 11 as a squad. So this is a 2-shot foul. Cologne went 10 for 10 against the Explorers on February 19th, 2020. Here's a miss by Day.
And if you're Fordham at this point, when LaSalle brings the ball down the floor, you're just saying we cannot foul, we cannot give up open threes.
Day's second free throw.
Certainly can't foul on a jump shot as well.
And he gets this one to roll. 67-61, Fordham on top with 31 seconds to play. Brantley lays it out to Brickus. Quick 3 for him, in and out. Rebound tipped back to the perimeter by Clark. Clark saves it to Moore. Moore to Brickus. Brickus is going to drive now. Kicked it to the corner, and out of bounds is Jack Clark when he catches the ball. Cannot tell you how many times we've seen that happen. Explorers catching the ball with their feet on the line. And that should just about do it. The Explorers had an offensive rebound, a great job by Clark keeping the rebound alive. 8th board of the night. He, Decore, and Moore all with 8 boards. Now Quisenberry to the front court. Colon-Navarro gets fouled by Clark. That should do it for Jack Clark. No, they still have him on 3 fouls. 15.3 seconds to play. Josh Colon-Navarro will go to the free throw line, try to add to the lead. Remember, just told you a couple seconds ago, he was 10 for 10 against the Explorers for a career high, and he has a career high tonight from beyond the arc.
That stretch that Colon-Navarro and Quisenberry had in the second half was terrific, making shots and making good plays, and just their determination was terrific.
Difference in the game. They overcame an 11-point lead, a deficit, took an 11-point lead and have not looked back since. Now up to 8 points with 15 seconds to play. Scores 0 for 8 from beyond the arc this half, except Nickelberry will launch one that will not go. And rebound pulled down by Fordham, and it's a disappointing return to action for the Explorers after being off since December 18th. They cannot hang on to an 11-point second-half lead and drop their A-10 opener to the Fordham Rams. The Rams with an incendiary 4-minute stretch fueled by Josh Colon.